Hi, Parmis. Welcome. Hi, Sama. Hi, Sama. Welcome. Hi, Parmis Jana. How is it going? How was today? Thank you. Perfect. Good. What were you busy with? Parmis, what did you do? Did you help your mommy? Did you study? Did you go out? What did you do then? Did you study English? I studied and help. Oh, you helped your mom for a spring cleaning? To do a spring cleaning? Yes, which was really difficult, wasn't it? In my idea, it's really energy taking. Energy taking. Yeah, it's doing housework all in all in energy taking, isn't it? Doing to do house work. You can say housework or you can say household chores. To do. Hi, Erfan, welcome. To do household chores. Yeah. Parmis, do you think it's boring? Do you agree with me? Like vacuuming, cleaning, dusting, mopping. Grocery shopping is good. Yeah. Erfan, what do you think of that? What do you think of housework? Hi, Sama Jana. Welcome. What do you think of that, Sama? Do you think it's boring? Doing household chores, yeah? It's boring or it's okay? Yeah, it's boring. Which one do you like the most? Which one you are okay with? For example, I'm okay with washing the dishes. In my idea, washing the dishes is like meditation because you work with water. And water is relaxing. Honestly, it makes me angry. Really? Why it makes you angry then, Parmis? If I have my own house, it will be always... I don't think so, Sama. I don't think so. Everybody, cares about his or her own house, But we are not like mommies. Mommies pay lots of attention to details. They are meticulous. Meticulous is a person who pays attention to details. And I think we are not. We are not like that. When my mind is busy, I wash the dishes exactly, Erfan. And I think that it's really relaxing. But only washing the dishes. I hate mopping. Mopping یعنی تی کشیدن و dusting. Dusting. و ironing. بچه این iron ایرون نخونی نه. Iron و ironing. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Everyone, how often do you help your mommy? How often do you help your mommy? Quite often or rarely? Once in a blue moon. Oh, rarely then. Rarely then. Boys are like that, Parmis. You know them. Parmis, what about you? Do you help your mom? حالا الان Parmis هم میگه no. Once in a blue moon. بعد میفهمیم که no, boys and girls are the same. Nobody helps these days. But we don't help because we don't have enough time. Do you agree with me or not? Sometimes you help. You are willing to help, to be willing to do something. You are willing to help, but you don't have enough time to do that. Reluctant is the opposite of that. Reluctant. To do something. To be reluctant to do something. If I know she is very tired, I will help her. So in case of being tired, you help her, yeah? And mommies nag a lot when they get tired. Are your mommies like that? My mommy keeps nagging for an hour when she gets tired. Some mommies are not like, your mom is like, and then they pick on you. To pick on somebody میشه گیر دادن. To pick on somebody. You know, when you know that they are exhausted, you should keep your distance. You shouldn't get close to them. آره. And she says that دیگه دست و پام داره ضعف میده. تنم دیگه داره میلرزه. And I know that, oh, دیگه الان we are crossing the red line. آره, I know. ولی she doesn't mean me. She doesn't mean me. I know that. She means my daddy because my daddy is really lazy, بچه, and he doesn't help at all. And I think that, you know, poor mommies, because daddies should cooperate. They think we force. Oh, Sama, we didn't force them, but we are living in this house. No, but you're right, you know. Yes, they think so. And if you tell them don't work hard, they say that. Then who does if I don't? My mommy keeps saying that. I always ask her, not order her. Ask her not to work hard. And then she says that if I don't, you do, your daddy does. And I said, okay. I'm not lazy. به خدا Sama, I'm not, you know. But honey, I'm too busy to help, you know. ولی چیزه. And something else, she thinks that, okay, she doesn't do anything special. She's just sitting at her desk, her laptop is in front of her, and then she says that she's tired. But Baba, it's, you know, you need to jog your mind to teach. I pretend I'm busy. How do you pretend then? How? What do you do? For example, you keep typing something. Maybe they think that because we are not physically mobile and we are just sitting somewhere, it means that we don't do anything special, you know. They don't believe in getting because they have never been that tired physically, mentally. Because you know, their generation, but their period was quite different. واقعا was quite different. Some of they easily got married, you know, they easily, not easily, but in comparison with what we are facing these days, it was really easy. For getting married, for finding a job, for taking a loan, for everything, it wasn't that difficult. Even when I compare, for example, myself with some years ago, about 10 years ago or something, everything got really difficult. Really difficult. But they don't get it. They don't get it. Okay, I'm so happy now. Okay, sigh of relief. حس بهتری دارم درد و دل کردم باهاتون. Sigh of relief. Sigh of relief اینطوری که so good. I found this time. Gossip. Past, what are you doing here if it's gossip? امروز چیز نیست. ارشیا نیست. نمیدونم چرا. But he's not with us. Maybe he forgot it or something. نمیدونم. راضیه که هیچی. همیشه آفلاینه. عارفه همیشه آفلاینه. دیگه کی بچه با همون نیست؟ دیگه هیچ که دیگه فکر کنم. اوکی. خب پس بیایم بریم سراغ relative clauses. امروز یه ذره سعی می‌کنیم مثلا بیشتر هم حرف بزنیم. اینا رو انجام بدیم بعد بریم سراغ یه سری تمرینای اسپیکینگ و اینا. بچه‌ها, what is the difference between a sentence, clause and phrase? Sentence, group of words with subject and verb and the meaning is complete, like I teach, I go, okay, or whatever. Clause, a group of words with a subject and verb, but the meaning is not complete. Like, for example, John is the one who is sitting there. اینو براتون بنویسم اینجا. مثلا John is the one who is sitting there. So we have got a clause, as you can see here, and we call it clause because it has got a subject and the verb, but the meaning is not clear. You don't know who is sitting there. The meaning is not clear. پس بهش میگیم clause. حالا we call this one relative clause. Relative clause because it got related to the previous clause with a relative pronoun. Who, which, that are relative pronouns. Who, which, and that are relative pronouns. حالا بچه‌ها, it's talking about the subject of the sentence, as you can see. Okay. Past, we call it subject relative clause. Subject relative clause. Got it? Yes. Okay. حالا من برای شما دسترسیتون رو باز میکنم. حالا شما بنویسین. Check you can write. پای تختتون میتونین بنویسین. من براتون دسترسی رو تخته باز کردم. فقط یه چک کنین ببینین you can. Yes, very good. Very good. حالا نوبت شماست. یا relative clause بنویسین. My brother is a person who works hard. Very good. This book is the one which I really liked. Okay, great. So, very good. Very good. فکر کنم یه نفر ننوشته. Who didn't? Very good. Sarah is the one who has good چیه؟ shoulder بوده؟ shoulder to cry on؟ to be a good shoulder. آره to be a good shoulder to cry on. پس Sarah is the one who is a good shoulder to cry on. Excellent. Very good. خیلی خوب. حالا بیایم بریم سراغ این. پس اینا رو بلدیم. یه دقیقه به هم فرصت بدیم. خب اولش میاد به همون اینو یاد میده. بچه اینو براتون میفرستم تو گروه، پس لازم نیست چیزی در موردش بنویسید. که clause چیه؟ Clause is a group of words that are related and contain subject and verb as well. خب it is combination of powerful words and it can express a thought in itself. Okay? حالا مثلا داریم she laughed, I'm eating, he sings songs. اینا همشون sentence هن. بعد میای اینجا مثلا میگه که I waited for her. ببین اینو I waited for her but she didn't come. I waited for her تو منتظر بقیه جمله ای. But she didn't come. Okay? دوباره یک کلاز دیگه. حالا اینا رو چرا داره بهت میگه؟ به خاطر اینکه میخواد بهت dependent و independent چیزا رو یاد بده، clause ها رو یاد بده. ببین میگه که so how many types of clauses in English grammar you know? The majority there are following two types of clauses. Independent clause یعنی اون main clause اول، مثل اونجا میگیم John is the one, okay? و dependent clause یعنی subordinate clause. حالا بیا بریم ببینیم فرقشون چیه. Independent clause along with having subject and verb expresses a complete thought and can be held alone as well. ببین اگه تو بگی she saw him، حتی اگه ادامه هم ندی اوکیه. John hurried home، اوکیه. Free dinner has a price، اوکیه. میتونه یه چیزی ادامش بیاد و معنیش رو کامل بکنه، ولی اگه تنهایی هم اینو بیاری فاین، هیچ اتفاقی نمیفته. پس به اینا میگیم independent clause. حالا بیا بریم ببینیم که اینا یه سری دوباره همون مثالاییه که من اونجا زده بودم، ولی بیا بریم ببینیم dependent clause ها چیه. Dependent clause or subordinate clause has subject and verb. However, unlike independent clause، وقتی میگه unlike یعنی دیگه similar نیست. Unlike independent clause, it cannot stand alone. نمیتونه تنها بیاد. It always depends on other things in the sentence to express a complete thought. This is the reason why it is called dependent clause. Okay? پس اونجایی که میگیم مثلا John is the one who is sitting there، وقتی تو فقط who رو بیاری به عنوان subject، is sitting به عنوان verb و این quotation mark نداره، این میشه dependent clause. Okay? Don't forget it. And then خب هیچی. حالا اینا همه مقدمه‌ای بود بر درس امروز که ما بریم سراغ relative clauses. حالا بیا ببینیم relative clause ها چیه. بچه‌ها relative clause ها کجا به دردمون میخورن؟ یکی تو speaking که قراره کامپلکس سنتنس بسازیم و جمله های ساده ساده نگیم. یکی توی رایتینگمون، چون توی رایتینگ هم اگر شما جمله های ساده بنویسین 6 میگیرین at the end اگه همه چی هم اوکی باشه. اگه میخوایم که نمرمون بالاتر بشه و at least 7 رو بگیریم باید کامپلکس سنتنس داشته باشیم، همونطوری که باید wide range of grammar استفاده کنیم. حالا میگه we can use relative clauses to join two English sentences or to give more information about something. ببین مثلا تو دو تا جمله ساده داری. I bought a new car. It is very fast. اگه اینو تو امتحانت بنویسی گریدره اینطوریه که خب این اصلا بلد نیست که wide range of grammar یعنی چی و جمله ها رو باید چجوری به هم ربط بده. پس چون کار، ببین که آبجکت جمله اوله سابجکت جمله دومه، تو سابجکت رو خط میزنی به جاش مینویسی that. پس مینویسی I bought a new car that is very fast. پس چه اتفاقی افتاد؟ Object first sentence is the subject of the second sentence. پس subject second sentence رو you remove and then instead you have got that. این میشه یک کامپلکس سنتنس که تو relative clause براش به کار بردی. She lives in New York. She likes living in New York. ببین این مثل بالایه نیست که آبجکت جمله اول بشه سابجکت جمله دوم. میبینی؟ اینجا سابجکت جمله اول سابجکت جمله دومه و آبجکت جمله اول آبجکت جمله دومه. حالا ببین چی میگی؟ She lives in New York which she likes. She lives in New York. اون ویچه برمیگرده به نیویورک. Okay? She likes. Right? خب حالا یه چیزی رو به هم بگو. تو اون جمله اولیه به نظر من میتونم that رو بردارم و بگم I bought a new car is very fast. No. چرا؟ برای اینکه the second one doesn't have a subject. It lacks subject. پس من اجازه ندارم. بچه ها هیچ جایی که اگه شما relative pronoun رو بردارین اون relative pronoun نقش subject اون جمله رو داره you can't remove it. اینو یادت نره. بعد ببین تو دومیه اگه برش داری هیچ اتفاقی نمیفته. چرا؟ به خاطر اینکه میگه she lives in New York she likes. درسته؟ which چیز نیست. سابجکت جمله دوممون نیست. she سابجکت این جمله است. خب حالا بیا سراغ a defining relative clause. Defining relative clause tells which noun we are talking about. I like the woman who lives next door. If I don't say who lives next door, then we don't know which woman I mean. ببین الان توی اینجا I like the woman اگه تو who lives next door رو برداری تو د گذاشتی برای woman، یعنی اون زنه شناخته شده است، یعنی میخواستی در موردش یه اطلاعات بدی که این definite باشه، بر همین د گذاشتی. میگه I like the woman everybody is waiting for you. به این میگیم defining relative clause. گرفتی شد؟ پس defining relative clause is necessary in the sentence, is not giving extra information. حالا بیا پایین. A non-defining relative clause gives us extra information about something. We don't need this information to understand the sentence. پس چیه extra؟ امروز داشتم همینو میگفتم که اگر از این مدل کلازا بین دو تا کاما داشتین به هیچ وجه لازم نیست بخونینش توی ریدینگ. چرا؟ چون extra information. It doesn't give you any necessary detail. حالا ببین چه شکلی گفته. میگه I live in London which has some fantastic parks. Everybody knows where London is, so which has some fantastic parks is extra information. بعد یه چیزی رو بهش دقت کن. بالا نوشته I like the woman who lives next door. هیچ کامایی نداری. پس این defining relative clause. I live in London, comma, which has some fantastic parks, کاما داری. پس نشون میده non-defining relative clause. یعنی اصلا این کامای خودش یه سیگناله برای تو که کدومش definingه کدومش non-definingه. Okay? Gretchen? No. You got it? Okay. If I know that you mean you don't have any question. I know the meaning of that, yes. No need to elaborate on that. Okay? اول گفتم you got it, no questions. بعد دیگه جواب دومیشو بچه‌ها دادن. خب حالا بیایم بریم سراغ defining relative clauses. Defining relative clauses اونایی بودن که you can't remove them. Okay? حالا ببینیم که اینا کیا میان. The relative pronoun is the subject. First, let's consider when the relative pronoun is the subject of the defining relative clause. We can use who, which, or that. We use who for people, which for things, and we can use that for people and things. پس حواست باشه توی defining relative clauses ها تو هر سه تا رو میتونی استفاده کنی. هم who رو، هم which رو، هم that رو. Who و that for people, which و that for things. The relative clause can come after the subject or the object of the sentence. We can drop the relative pronoun. این دقیقا همون چیزیه که بهت گفتم. نمیتونی relative pronoun رو برداری برای اینکه the second one lacks subject. خب حالا بیا مثالاشو ببین. مثلا میگه I'm looking for a secretary who or that can use a computer well. She has a son who or that is a doctor. ببین who or that برمیگرده به son. اون who or that برمیگرده به secretary. We bought a new house which or that is 200 years old. Which or that برمیگرده به house. یعنی object first sentence, subject second sentence. I sent a letter which or that arrived 3 weeks later. Okay? حالا بیا ببین این یکی چه شکلیه. اون انگار 2 تا جمله از همدیگه جدا بود. یعنی object میشد subject بعدی. ولی اینو نگاه کن. The people who or that live on the island are very friendly. The man who or that phoned is my brother. The camera which or that costs £100 is over there. The house which or that belongs to Julie is in London. خب الان تو مثلا جمله اول اینو خب بخوای the people who or that live on the island are very friendly بخوای 2 تا جمله جداش بکنی چه شکلی جمله‌اش رو جدا میکنی؟ The people live on the island. They are very friendly. دقیقاً. یعنی چی سما؟ یعنی سابجکت جمله اول سابجکت جمله دومه. به خاطر همین اینطوری اومده. ولی تو بالایی رو بخوای جدا بکنی چی کار میکنی؟ I'm looking for a secretary who or that can use a computer well. اونا می نویسی I'm looking for a secretary. The secretary مثلا should use a computer well. یعنی object اولی میشه subject دومی. پس حالت اول با حالت دوم فرق میکنه. اینو یادت نره. اوکی؟ خب حالا گفته the relative pronoun is the object. Now let's talk about when the relative pronoun is the object of the clause. In this case we can drop the relative pronoun. دقیقاً اینجا دیگه میتونی drop بکنی. If we want to, again the clause can come after the subject or the object of the sentence. Here are some examples. She loves the chocolate which or that I bought. ببین تو اگه اون which or that رو برداری دوباره اون جمله همچنان subject داره. We went to the village which or that Lucy recommended. یعنی which or that برمیگرده به village. اوکی؟ ببین اون جمله اولیه این بوده. She loves the chocolate. I bought the chocolate. ببین دومی اینه. We went to the village. Lucy recommended the village. میبینی object اولی object دومیه. گرفتی چی شد؟ تو بالایی ببین این مدلی بود که اینجا نمیتونم خواستم نشون بدم یه چیزی رو ولی اونطوری نمیتونم روش خط بکشم. ببین توی اون بالاییه سکرتریه object بود و subject. بعد اینجا subject بود و subject. ولی این دیگه فرق میکنه. این object اولی object دومیه. یعنی اصلا به subject هیچ کاری نداره. گرفتی چی شد؟ She loves the chocolate. I bought the chocolate. Object. We went to the village. Lucy recommended the village. اصلا subject نقشی نداره. Object. John met a woman. I had been to a school with a woman. یعنی با اون لیدی که الان دیدتش. The police arrested a man. Jill worked with that man. Object اولی object دومیه. خب پس وقتی من who و that, which و that اینا رو اینجا بردارم، همچنان جمله دوم من subject دارد. به خاطر همین این اتفاق میفته. حالا میگه تو میتونی اصلا این کلازه رو کلا بیاری بعد از subject بذاری. مثلا چجوری؟ میگی the bike which or that I loved was stolen. حالا تو اگه بگی مثلا the bike I loved was stolen هم درسته. The university which or that she likes is famous. The woman who or that my brother loves is from Mexico. The doctor who or that my grandmother liked lives in New York. همه تو اینا آوردتش گذاشته بعد از سابجکته. سوال؟ No. Thank you. No. Okay. خیلی خوب. پس اینا چی بود؟ اینا defining بود. حالا بریم سراغ non-defining relative clauses. Non-defining relative clauses ها اونایی هستند که you can easily remove them. But even when you remove them, nothing happens. برای اینکه they give some extra information, not necessary information. پس we don't use that اولین نکته. In non-defining relative clauses, so we need to use which if pronoun refers to a thing and who if it refers to a person. پس آیا I can use that in non-defining relative clauses? that فقط برای defining. that رو اصلا نمیتونیم توی non-defining relative clause ها به کار ببریم. حالا اینجا فقط دوتا گزینه داریم which for things and who for people. We can't drop the relative pronoun in this kind of clause even if the relative pronoun is the subject of the clause. Okay? یادت نره. خب حالا ببین چی میگه. My boss, comma, who is very nice, comma, lives in Manchester. چرا این چیز non-definingه؟ برای اینکه تو اصلا ریمووش کن. My boss lives in Manchester. That's right. My sister who I live with knows a lot about cars. تو اصلا اینو ریموو کن. My sister knows a lot about cars. My bicycle, which I've had for more than 10 years, is falling apart. My bicycle is falling apart. My mother's house, which I grew up in, is very small. My mother's house is very small. Nothing happens. But it is in the middle. Okay? به خاطر اینکه in the middle one comma before, one comma after. ولی اگر at the end اومده بود فقط one comma and then we had dot. حالا مثلا این مدلی. Yesterday I called our friend Julie who lives in New York. خب تا اگه بگی yesterday I called our friend Julie اوکیه دیگه. The photographer called to the queen who looked annoyed. Last week I bought a new computer which I don't know or I don't like now. Oh, last week. Okay. I really love the new Chinese restaurant which we went to last night. سخت بود یا آسون بود؟ Easy. Okay. خیلی خوب. حالا شما یه کاری بکنید. شما برای من چیز بنویسید. Non-defining relative clause. بذار من براتون تخته رو بدم. Non-defining relative clause. من هنوز هیچی رو تخته ندارم. ننوشتی؟ پرمیسیز تایپینگ. واقعا؟ پارمیز تخته من هنوز سفیده. سما یه عکس برام میفرستی؟ الان من براتون عکس چیزا میفرستم. برای من چه شکلیه؟ برای من هیچی روش نیست. یک تخته خالی. مرسی مرسی. ببین عرفان برای من چه شکلیه؟ اینجاست که میشه گفت جلل خاله. Oh, very good. Sarah, who is wearing a blue shirt, is crying. Very good. Okay. My father, who is so kind, is helping to my mom. Very good. My brother, who is older than me, is into movies. Excellent. Very good. یه چیزی داری تایپ نه دیگه. خب ببین بیا من الان تایپ نمی‌کنم. نگاه کن. بازم ندارمش. اگر تایپتون رو تموم کنید اوکی. نه عرفان نگاه کن. الان تایپ اوکی کردم. نگاه کن. هیچی باز نیومد. ببین به خدا اینا بردکش رو فرستادم دوباره. خیلی عجیبه یه وقتا اینطوری میشه. آره ولی آفرین همه جمله هاتون درسته. فقط یه دونه اون اس نداشت. درسته؟ Who is very نه نداشت. A blue shirt is crying. فقط اینو نداشت. اینو مراقب باشید. سما جانم مرسی هانی مرسی. آره تو چرا سما تختت چارخونه است؟ چرا تکسچر داره؟ لپتاپت این شکلیه؟ زوم کن روش. انگار صفحش چرمیه. Interesting. چرا؟ خیلی جالبه. خودت اینطوریش کردی؟ آره خیلی بامزه است. نگاه کن قشنگ چارخونه است. ولی بر ما اینطوری نیست. بذار اینم برای عرفان چه شکلیه؟ نه برای عرفان اینطوری نیست. The photo is like this. آره that's interesting. Okay great. So خیلی خوب perfect. من که نتونستم تخته رو ببینم ولی عالی. حالا بیایم بریم سراغ یه سری چیزای وربای باحال. the laptop is okay. خب مثلا میگه prepositions and relative clauses. حالا تو یه preposition داری و میخوای ببینی که اون preposition رو اگر بخوای توی relative clause به کار ببری how you can do that. میگه که if the verb in the relative clause needs a preposition we put it at the end of the clause. گرفتی چی شد؟ میگه if you have got two sentences and the second one has got a preposition you should put it at the end. مثل چی؟ The music is good. Julie listens to the music. Okay? Subject اولی object دومیه. The music which or that Julie listens to is good. Okay? این البته نیومده آخرش. منظورش از آخر قبل از اینه که دومیه شروع بشه. به خاطر این میگه The music which or that Julie listens to is good. Work with. My brother met a woman. I used to work with a woman. ببین work preposition داره دیگه درسته؟ prepositionش هم withه. My brother met a woman who or that I used to work with. اومده آخرش. ولی دیگه woman رو لازم نیست بگیم. چرا؟ برای اینکه who و that اومده به جاش. Go to. The country is very hot. He went to برای اینکه preposition داره. went to the country. خب country 2 بار تکرار شده، پس من میخوام با relative pronoun replaceش کنم. میگم the country which or that he went to is very hot. کلیره یا نه؟ yes. خب حالا شما با همین go to یه دونه به من بدین. این non-defining هم هست دیگه. یه non-defining relative clause با go to به من بدین. The school I went to was very big, very good. Yeah. Schools used to be really big. These days they are not, but they used to be, right? The office which I go to is so huge. Okay. The museum which I went to is very boring. Because you're not into history, maybe that's why. Okay, got it. So, come from. I visited the city. John comes from the city. دوباره city برای اینکه the same ما میخوایم برش داریم و به جاش relative pronoun بذاریم. I visited the city that or which John comes from. خب این relative این defining relative clause یا non-defining relative clause؟ I visited the city who or which John comes from. defining it. دقیقاً. But you can't remove it. I visited the city. Everybody is looking for the end. I visited the city. میبینی اگه اون subordinate clause بهش اضافه نشه اصلا هیچ مینینگی نداره. دقیقاً. و چون جان سابجکتشه ما that و which رو اینجا برداشتیم. And then apply for. The job is well paid یعنی lucrative money making. She applied for the job. دوباره job هی تکرار شده. پس the job which or that she applied for is well paid. یه جای دیگه هم که میفهمی این defining اینه که which or thatش رو میتونی remove کنی وقتی که it's an object not subject. حالا بیا بریم سراغ whose. whose رو کجا استفاده میکنیم when you want to talk about possession. whose is always the subject of the relative clause and can't be left out. حواست باشه هر جایی که whose اومد و subject of relative clause بود نمیتونه remove بشه. It replaces a possessive. It can be used for people and things. برای both هم the same. هم برای people whose به کار میبریم هم برای things. The dog is over there. The dog's its owner lives next door. The dog's owner یا its owner. Okay? اون اسلشی که گذاشته منظورش the dog's owner یا its owner lives next door. خب وقتی داریم چیزا نشون میدیم مالکیت رو نشون میدیم ownership رو نشون میدیم دیگه با whose میتونیم بگیم the dog whose owner lives next door is over there. The little girl is sad. The little girl's doll یا her doll was lost. پس دوباره اینا رو به هم دیگه میچسبونم. چون little girl تو اولیه اومده تو دومی هم اومده. The little girl whose doll was lost is sad. The woman is coming tonight. Her car is a BMW. The woman whose car is a BMW is coming tonight. The house belongs to me. Its roof دوباره مالکیته is very cold. The house whose roof is old belongs to me. حالا شما یه دونه برای من با whose بنویسین. Parmesan and some more type. multiple attendees. The teacher whose classes are so interesting is a very nice person. Okay, great. So سماته با نوشتی the teacher whose classes are so interesting is a very nice person. Very good. Very good. The wallet whose leather is expensive belongs to my friend. Excellent. Very good. Very good. Whose house is modern is very successful. Very good. جملاتون خیلی خوب بوده. هم بار معنوی و فلسفی داشت واقعا. Excellent. Very good. Very good. Okay. حالا بیایم بریم سراغ دلیلا و why که میگیم، when که میگیم، where که میگیم. یعنی when you are talking about time, when you are talking about place and also the reason for something. مثلا we can sometimes use these question words instead of relative pronouns and prepositions. پس instead، پس نمیتونه both together باشه. One of them should be removed, another one should be added. I live in a city. I study in the city. پس I live in the city where I study. حالا میتونی همین رو بگی I live in a city that or which I study in. ولی قشنگترین حالت سومی است. این که پرپوزیشن ورب تو بیاری بذاری قبل relative pronounت و بگی I live in the city in which I study. یعنی بهترین حالتی که میتونی یه دونه relative clause بنویسی اینه. این که پرپوزیشن آخر نباشه و پرپوزیشن رو بیاری بذاری قبل از relative pronounت. اینو یادت باشه. حالا the bar in Barcelona is still there. I met my wife in that bar. خب تو میتونی بیای مثلا اگه یه شاگرد مثلا intermediate باشی میگی the bar in Barcelona where I met my wife is still there. شاگرد upper intermediate باشی میگی the bar in Barcelona that or which I met my wife in is still there. دیگه وقتی میشی شاگرد IELTS میگی the bar in Barcelona in which I met my wife is still there. پس یادت باشه که اگه این پرپوزیشن رو برداشتی آوردی گذاشتی قبل از which داری لول گرامرتو نشون میدی. The summer was long and hot. I graduated from university in the summer. خب من میفهمم که سامر دومی باید حذف بشه چون سامر اون کلمه‌ایه که هم تو اولی هست هم تو دومی. پس the summer when I graduated from university was long and hot. The summer that or which I graduated from university in was long and hot. چرا حالا این رو آورده؟ به خاطر سامر دیگه چون پرپوزیشن فصل اینه. The summer in which I graduated was long and hot. پس همشون اوکی هن. فقط لول انگلیسیشون با هم دیگه فرق میکنه. حالا تو میتونی یه جمله با in which به من بدی؟ هر جمله که خودت خواستی ولی in whichت رو یادت نره که اینکلود کنی. The country in which I live suffers from inflation. Exactly. The country in which the class in which I learned English had a professional teacher. Very good. Excellent. Very good. As in which I learned English. Excellent. The car park in which I parked my car was cozy and safe. آره فقط اون سر رو بذار. cozy and safe. Very good. Excellent. خیلی خوب. پس به نظرم relative clause ها رو دیگه الان بلدی کاملا. چه defining و چه non-defining و. Am I right؟ خیلی خوب. حالا میخوای بریم تمرین اسپیکینگ. سما تو که میتونی مایکروفونتو بس کنی. عرفان هم فکر میکنم میتونه. پارمیس تو چی؟ یس عالیه. خیلی خوب. پس بذارید من اول دسترسیتون رو باز کنم. خودتون مایکروفونتون رو جواب میدین آف کنین. اول جواب منو بدید بعد آف کنین. اوکی؟ حواستون باشه که وقتی میخواین جواب جمله ها رو بدین، جواب این سوالا رو بدین، از relative clause, defining و non-defining لطفاً استفاده کنید. باشه؟ ارفان یه دقیقه مایکروفونتو آن کن ببینم. یه هایی، هلوی چیزی بگو.
Hello.
Hi, I can hear you very well. ممنونم. سما تو آن کن، پارمیس تو آن کن. سما که takes time. آره sure. آها اوکی. یه بار دیگه بزن پارمیس رفت. تا اومدم اکسپت کنم رفت. مرسی. خیلی خوب. اگه فکر میکنین که دوباره آفش کنین آن کردنش سخت میشه اصلا کلا دیگه آفش نکنید. بذارید همطوری باشه. فکر کنم برای سما این اتفاق میفته. خب پس من از عرفان شروع میکنم. عرفان turn your microphone on. خب عرفان where do you live? In a house or apartment? ببین اگزامینر تو قسمت اول از تو این سوالا پرسیده و تو میخوای ایمپرسش بکنی. چجوری جوابشو میدی؟ Where do you live? In a house or apartment?
Actually, I live in Tehran, which is capital city in Iran.
من گفتم where do you live? In a house or an apartment?
Yes. ولی تا اونجایی که یادمه شما گفتین که یکم دیولوپش کنیم
آره
دیگه،
دیگه
درسته؟
اونی بود که where do you live.
آها چون where do you
آره
live بود
ببین وقتی میگه تو اینم دیولوپ کن ولی اول بگو house or apartment بعد در مورد house یا apartment حرف بزن. بگو مثلا چه میدونم it has got 3 bedrooms بالکنیه کجاست نمیدونم ویوش به کجاه اینطوری بگو. اینم دیولوپ بکن ولی ببین این خودش specifically is asking you where do you live in a house or apartment.
Okay.
Okay.
I live in an apartment which has 3 bedrooms. And actually it is a duplex. And my room that is located in second floor.
On the second floor.
On second floor.
Very good.
On the second floor.
Okay.
Yes. And what should I say?
And then talk about your room. مثلا is it cozy, airy, light? What do you have there? اینطوری.
Actually, I have to mention my room is cozy and it's a bit dark because I like darkness and it makes me energetic. So
it
I
energizes
prefer not
me.
to turn.
It energizes
Yes,
me.
it
Very good.
energizes me.
Very good. Okay.
It energizes me. And also I prefer not to turn the light. So
Do you get stressed when it's too
I
light? Do you get stressed when it's too light?
no, but I feel better when the light is off and I can concentrate well.
Oh, very good. You can
And
concentrate
actually,
better, right?
yes. And actually, I have a TV set in my room, and in the weekend
At the
I
weekend?
just at the weekend
Uh-huh.
I just attach my laptop
Uh-huh.
plug to my TV set and
Uh-huh.
watch TV series or
Mm-hmm.
new movies.
Okay, okay, very good, very good. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Irfan. So let's talk to Sama. Sama, do you like watching TV?
Well, can you hear me?
Yes, very well.
Okay, when it comes to watching TV, I suppose the TV programs are just kind of trashy and misleading.
Mhm.
In particular, the news, which are just always trying to conceal the truth and kind of take in the people.
Very good, excellent.
And
News are or is?
is
Because it's uncountable. Excellent. And then go
the
on.
news is misleading. The news tries to conceal the truth and tries to take in the people. But I prefer to just spend my time on some activities which are more productive and let me just develop myself, such as some, tutorial videos on YouTube,
Okay.
and also, I suppose that's all.
Okay, great. But perfect. Perfect, and you can easily develop what you want to say, okay? That's really good. That's really good. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Parmis, what show do you like to watch on TV?
Hi.
های پارمیز جانم. یه ذره چیز کن، ترن آپ کن. صدای موبایلتو ببر بالاتر.
Is it okay?
So much better. Yes.
الان خوبه؟
آره عزیزم آره. منم این بر همین کار کردم. Very good. So, what show do you like to watch on TV?
Um, Actually, I prefer to watch about something about news or maybe game shows because it includes music and
Music or
I
music?
music
Very good.
um, that I think it can entertain me
Mhm.
and maybe I can use my brain and think anything about that game
Mhm.
to answer the questions.
Oh, okay. You need to jog your memory. Okay? To
Yes,
jog someone's memory. To jog your memory. And also, you said that you are fond of music, yes?
yes,
That's why you really, uh, you strongly recommend, you can say that I strongly recommend, I strongly recommend game shows, yeah?
yes.
And is there any these days in Iran? Is there any?
Mm, no, I don't.
No. Ah, okay, okay. Thank you, Parmis Jana. Thanks a lot. So, Erfan, it's your turn. Do you recommend? What do you usually watch on TV, Erfan? Do you usually watch game shows or you don't?
I usually, actually, I'm not into watching TV,
Oh,
but
okay. What about series?
uh,
Is there any?
some days I
Mhm,
prefer to
mhm.
watch football matches.
Oh, nice. Okay. So, do you recommend watching a football match on TV to your friends? Why or why not?
I recommend my boyfriends
Mhm.
watching
Mhm.
football matches,
Mhm.
especially
Mhm.
when it started
Mhm.
Champions League,
Uh-huh. Okay.
because
Mhm.
many powerful
Mhm.
teams will match together and
Compete. Uh-huh. Will compete
compete. Yes,
together.
will compete together,
Mhm.
and it is so delightful and also stressful
Uh-huh.
for fans
Uh-huh.
in all the world.
Okay. That's why you
You
recommend
know?
it.
Yes.
But to your friends, okay, who are girls, do you recommend football?
Usually girls do not like football,
Or aren't
and they are not
into?
in,
Aren't.
yes, they aren't into, and they are not interested in,
Mm-hmm.
and they actually like
Series?
watching series, or maybe stand-up
Oh,
comedy,
nice.
or
Mm-hmm.
or some games,
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Like game show?
program.
As
Yes, game
Parmi said
show.
that. Okay,
Yes.
very good. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks. Sama, it's your turn. Sama, how do you celebrate the new year in your country?
Uh, well, when it comes to New Year,
Mm-hmm.
it is called Nowruz, which is celebrated at the beginning of spring.
Uh-huh.
And there are numerous traditions
Mm-hmm.
before and after that. For instance, before starting Nowruz, people just try to get together in Çarşamba Suri, and they make fire and also uh, jump on it,
Mm-hmm.
and
Jump
also
over, huh?
in jump over it, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And also in Nowruz, it is kind of customary among Iranian people to do spring cleaning,
Very good.
and also they set haft scene
Yeah. And also some
before.
people go shopping, especially when they have got children around.
Yes, and they
Mm-hmm.
go shopping to
Mm-hmm.
buy new clothes for Nowruz.
Mm-hmm.
And what is more, fascinating to me is visiting the relatives during Nowruz,
Mm-hmm.
and at the end of Nowruz, people celebrate Sizdevedar,
Mm-hmm.
which is celebrated, or which is, I don't know, the Nature Day,
Mm-hmm.
and they
Which is
get
called, you can say which is called the Nature Day.
Nature Day,
Mm-hmm.
and they have outdoor recreations
Mm-hmm.
and spend the time together.
And also during Nowruz, elderly treat youngsters. It means that, for example, they invite them over or they buy them a gift or something, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah, they do. Okay, thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks. Parmigianam, it's your turn. Do
Yes.
you have any ceremonies to celebrate the new year in your family?
Um, that's a nice question
Mm-hmm.
because I like our traditional uh, con- customers or
Customs?
traditional customs
Customs? Mm-hmm.
um, that we have in our country,
Uh-huh.
and it energized me, and
It
um,
energizes. Uh-huh.
it energizes me
Mm-hmm.
because um, it's a kind of motivation for
Mm-hmm.
people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, um, I think when
What
we
about your own family?
celebrate,
You didn't talk about your own family, but the question is asking you.
yes, yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, um, for example, in our family, we
Mm-hmm.
celebrate this event
Mm-hmm.
together, and it's very important for us to set half scene, and in that moment
Mm-hmm.
we pray for each other
Oh, nice.
and say anything
Mm-hmm.
to
We wish each other luck. To wish somebody luck. To
we
wish
wish each other
luck.
luck.
Very good.
And after that, we
Mhm.
hug each other and
Mhm.
say Happy New Year.
Oh,
And
you express your feeling, huh?
yes,
You express your feeling. Mhm. Nice.
and the noticeable
And do you get to?
moment
Okay. Yeah.
is that the time that we want to give gifts to each other.
Nice. Yeah. Oh, nice. So gift giving is common among your family members, huh?
Yes,
Okay. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Thanks a lot. So, and do you get together in your grandparents' house?
yes, of course.
Yeah. Very good. Thank you.
After that,
Mm-hmm.
we will go to their house.
Oh, nice. Okay. So at first, for the turning moment of the year, turning moment of the year, you are at home and then you get together there. Very good. Excellent. Thank you. So
Thank
take a look at your group. I sent you a topic card. Okay. این توی آخرین IELTS بلاگیه که برامون اومده. You have 1 minute to prepare and then you are supposed to talk. پس سب کنیم براتون تایم بگیرم. یادتون نره که کلازا رو استفاده کنین. Defining and non-defining relative clauses when you are getting prepared for that. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, you have 2 minutes to talk. Who is volunteer to read the first? دیگه بیشتر prepare نکنین دیگه میشه تقلب. You are not supposed to. Erfan, please. Please, Erfan. Thanks for being the first.
Yes.
Ready?
Let me on my stopwatch.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3.
When it comes to a toy, especially childhood, it reminds me a gift. Gifts were given by my mom. It was goalkeeping gloves and football ball. I remember when I was 6 in my birthday, my mom bought these two things for me, and it was really astonishing and it was awesome for me. I remember I always wear my goalkeeping glove and bring my football ball to the alley and play. I just played football with my friends, and the night that I remember the night was the night my mom gave it to me. I just slept with my goalkeeping gloves, and I just hug my football ball in my bedroom. And I want to explain why it was special for me, because that time I was really into uh, in football, and I thought myself in kit of Manchester United team, and I thought one time I'm Peter Schmeichel, who was the Manchester United goalkeeper, and one time I imagined myself replaced of David Beckham, and that's why I just shoot with my football ball,
Mhm.
and that's why it was special for me. Special for me.
Excellent. Very good. Very good. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Um, Thanks for using good ones. For example, reminds me of something. That was perfect. Very good. ولی ببین فوتبال خودش باله، یعنی توپ فوتبال هم بهش گفته میشه فوتبال. تو لازم نیست یه بال دیگه بهش اضافه کنی. Okay? Just when you say that, for example, my
Yes.
mommy bought me a football, it means that it was a ball for this sport. Okay?
Yes.
And then gloves, once or twice you forgot to add plural s to it, but it was okay. و replaced of نه. I dreamed, for example, I replaced حالا هر کسی. نه replaced of. Okay? جمله
Yes.
چی بود؟ یه بار دیگه بگو ارفان. Do you remember that?
I imagine myself
آها.
replaced to David
خب نه دیگه
Beckham.
بگو I imagine myself replacing. اینجا دیگه اصلا داری از phrase استفاده میکنی، از کلازی که شورت شده. میگی که I remember I imagine myself replacing مثلا دیوید بکام. Okay.
I imagine replacing.
آره I
Yes.
imagine myself replacing David Beckham. Got it?
Yes.
Perfect. Very good. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you then. So, Sama, are you ready? Because I think Parmees تو فکر کنم موبایل چیز شد. رفت. آها اومد. Sama جانم, are you there? I can't hear you. Irfan, can you hear Sama? Aha, now I think I can.
Hello, thank you.
Ah, yes, Sama, I can. Okay.
Finally. Okay. Well, when it comes to
خب نه صبر کن برای تایم
when
بگیرم
it
من
comes
اینجا صبر کن تایم بگیرم 1 2 3
when it comes to toys, all of us used to have a vast number of them, which were associated with good memories of our childhood. But the toy that was so particular to me was a doll, which was called Mahtab, and it was given to me by my aunt as a souvenir. And as far as my memory helps, I used to just constantly play with it, and even I went to bed with it and hugged it when I wanted to fall asleep. And I also asked my mother to sew some other clothes for her, and I also were really into showering it and combing her hair. And you know what made it so special to me was there was because or was since as I was a child, my feelings were so intense, and I considered it as an alive person, not as not as just a doll. And even I never left it alone at home. And even now, most of my childhood photos are with Mahtab, and in most of these photos, I hugged her. And whenever I look at these photos, uh, unconsciously a grin appears on my face, and it kind of evoked to me of the good days of childhood.
Excellent, very good. And Sama, where is Mahtab now? Have you lost it?
I don't know. Yes.
Really? Haven't you asked your mommy to know? Did?
I suppose maybe it is in the basement or somewhere.
Oh, okay.
I didn't throw it away, but it is somewhere
But you have never
in
searched
the
for
basement.
that seriously to see where it is?
If I search for it, I will find it, but
Oh,
as I
no.
am too lazy.
Oh, got it. So, was she beautiful?
She was black,
Oh, nice. Okay.
but I really liked it.
Okay, great. So, Irfan, what about your ball? Do you have your football? Or no? You don't know where it is. Irfan is typing. Oh, really? Okay, you don't have it anymore, huh? Maybe it got torn, huh? It got torn. پاره شد to get torn. Get torn. Oh, got it. So, thank you. Thanks a lot. Parmis, are you ready?
Yes.
Very good. Okay, so 1, 2, 3.
About my favorite toy, as far as my memory serves, when I was 3 years old, when my aunt came back to Iran from Germany, she brought one doll as a souvenir for me. And it was very famous among children in those days. We called it Baby Born, and I really loved she because
Loved her.
and yes, loved her, and because my aunt bought it for me, I called my cousin's name on her, Ida, and
Oh,
yes, and um, um, baby borns have lots of accommodation, different and colorful clothes, and something like beds and something like this. And it was my entertainment to went shopping and buy colorful clothes for her because and I brought it with myself everywhere, like parties and especially on trips. On trips, and if I see my photos now, I will see that she's next to me always.
she was always next to me.
She was next to me, yes,
آره she was always next to me.
next.
Very good. بعد یه چیزی پارمیس جانم it was my entertainment went shopping or it was my entertainment to go shopping.
To go shopping.
آره to go shopping for her. Okay. Great. So thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks. Vali, it was so good. Yani you didn't have any special mistakes, but you considered everything. Thank you. Thanks a lot. I really enjoyed.
Thank you.
خب Irfan, it's your turn. Irfan? Very good. Thank you. Irfan, what type of toys do children like?
Actually, it depends on their age.
Very good.
Usually,
Very good.
Babies like shiny and colorful toys, like for instance, a blue car, or maybe a beautiful doll with um, shiny hair or gold hair. Um, I mean, it depends on their age and the color of their toys.
Okay, great. So, okay. But you think that age matters actually, huh?
Yes.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks. Sama, you tell us about it. سما فکر کنم مایکروفونشو خاموش کرد. خب تو تا مایکروفونت رو روشن میکنی من از سما از پارمیس میپرسم. نه اوکی. سما. خب بذاریم از پارمیس بپرسم. پارمیس, why do children like to play with toys of certain brands or companies? Why?
Which what?
Why do children like to play with toys of certain brands or companies?
In my opinion, because especially nowadays, the children keep in touch with their friends and their relatives more than before, and of course they can see their toys and dolls and they like to play with those kind of things. For example, when one child has one laptop or tablet to play some games that is very common among children these days. Others, and I mean their friend, his or her friends, like to have one tablet like
Likes
that.
to have.
So likes to have. So and because their parents likes to provide everything for their children, and they don't like their child feel upset, they bought it for them, and they buy
Okay,
it
got
for
it.
them, and
So you think
because
that
of
it's a matter
that.
of
Yes, and
yeah.
because of that, I think when something is brand, so it's a kind of trend between children to have it.
Oh, so it's a matter of keeping up with each other. Keep up
Yes.
with each other. توی نوت پارت نوشتم it's a matter of keeping up with each other, and sometimes it's a matter of exposure, because of TV commercial and also because of their cousins or their friends. When they get exposed to brands, they think that only playing with these kind of brands can be enjoyable. That's why they don't like the rest. Very good, Parmis. Excellent. Thanks for developing your idea. Thanks a lot. So Sama, are you there?
Hi. Yes.
Hi. So
I should never turn off my microphone.
I told you don't turn it off, okay? Because we can't hear anything, so it's okay. Okay. So tell me about this one, Samo. Do children's preferences in toys change when they grow up?
Okay, well, I suppose it is an indisputable fact that as the children grow up,
As children,
all
huh?
their
We don't need the.
yeah, as children grow up, all their preferences totally revolutionizes. And also the toys are not exceptional. For instance, when they are, I don't know, a newborn baby, or for instance, a newborn baby is into some simple toys such as, I don't know, doll or a ball or something. But gradually, when they grow up, they are more into, I don't know, video games, and even nowadays, I suppose the children are more into, I don't know, tablets or cell phones.
Yeah,
And
yeah, they are. Yeah.
they are not just
Into
satisfied with
dolls
some
anymore.
civilized. Yeah, they are not satisfied with some civilized pleasures, such as playing with some ordinary toys. And that's all.
What do you think the reason is? Why these days they don't like dolls or balls and these things? It's a matter of exposure because they think that they see that, for example, their parents are always working with their cell phone or tablet. That's why? Or do you consider another rationale behind it?
I suppose these days some so-called mothers
Uh-huh.
want just to keep their children quiet, and I don't know, the TVs or I don't know, the tablets are
Yeah.
playing a role as a pacifier to the children.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
from the beginning years of their lives, they are exposed to the technology, and also they are exposed to different advertisement, TV commercials that they just advertise, I don't know, tablets or
Yeah.
these kind of electronic devices,
Exactly.
and consequently, their
Taste changes.
tendencies, yeah, or their taste completely changes.
Changes, yeah, you're right. You're right. Thank you. Thanks, Amajana. Thanks a lot. So, Irfan, it's your turn again. Irfan, what kind of games should be compulsory in secondary schools?
What compulsory means?
Compulsory means mandatory. یعنی مثلا in Iran, military service is compulsory or mandatory for boys. They have to do that. It's the opposite of voluntary, okay? So it said that what kind of games should be compulsory in secondary schools?
I suppose some skills should be improved, like
Being creative, for example.
Teamwork.
Teamwork, nice.
Working in a team.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
I think it's one of the best skills that every person has to learn.
Okay.
Because when the guy who wants to come to the community should learn how to communicate with all different tastes and all people.
How to cooperate with people,
So,
huh? To
yes,
cooperate.
and he or she has to cooperate with all people with different tastes.
And you think
So
that
I
it
think
should be taught through games?
yes, of course, exactly. And I think it's one of the best skills that should be improved and that should be taught.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Good idea. Parmis, should older people play games as well?
To my eye, it depends on their personality, but of course they don't have enough ability to play games like youngers, because maybe they are more slowly or they are slower than youngers.
Excellent.
And because of that, we can't compare them with youngers. But when we want to compare themselves, I think some of them can play games and they enjoy to play
They enjoy
because
playing.
they enjoy playing, yes, and maybe sometimes it's beneficial for them
Sure.
because I یه چیز گفتم در مورد
They need to think.
yes یه چیز اینجا نوشتی نامعلوم
They need to think. و این خیلی خوبه. Because sometimes when they get old, they don't think anymore.
Yes. and they active their brain always.
So they keep their mind active. They keep their mind active. Okay.
They keep their mind active,
Mm-hmm.
and so it's beneficial for them, I think.
Excellent. Very good. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Thanks. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you then. خب حالا توی چت پارت برام بنویسید که چه شکلی بود سوالا. آسون بود، سخت بود، راحت تونستین جواب بدین. Very good. Okay. الان عرفان این کلش یه امتحان آیلتس توی کانادا بود. توی مارچ هم گرفته شده. یعنی اول سوالای پارت 1 رو ازتون پرسیدم، بعد پارت 2 رو گفتین، بعد پارت 3 رو. Exciting. Really good. Okay. Good. Okay. Happy to hear. Happy to hear. پس سعی میکنیم که 2 تا جلسه بعدی هم یه قسمتی همینطوری اسپیکینگ داشته باشیم. Do you like it or no? So good. Yes. Okay. Okay. پس we will work on it. Great. So great. So if you don't have any questions, we can say goodbye. Thank you then. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Bye. See you on Saturday. Okay? Enjoy your weekend. Make the most of it. Thank you. Thank you. Take care.